Hello everybody, and welcome. I'm NegPrimer, and we are doing Knights of the Old Republic once again, as soon as my stream is up. Okay, so let's jump right back into it. Excuse me. You might notice that we're still doing a little bit of full screen, the 4x3 display here. I didn't have time to really take a look at the widescreen mods between yesterday and today. So I'm also kind of debating, if I'm being honest, I'm also kind of debating if we're also not at a position where it's like, okay, I already started this on 4x3. Maybe I should just stick with it. I don't know. That seems like, I mean, that's kind of like just a random stray thought. It's not really factoring in. I think so. Today, I think we're gonna head to Manon. I don't think there's anything really left to do. Jaggy's challenge. See, I still have this Jaggy's challenge, which we already did. Threat from Zor, that's with Juhani. Finding Dustil, that's with Karth. Mission's brother, which I don't know if I can even do anymore at this point. But we don't really have any cleanup to do, so we're just gonna progress forward. Head straight to Manon. It's really frustrating. Uh-oh. Damn it. That's not a good time to have that issue. Ah, there we go. Okay. We got it without skipping the video. Ooh. I really like Manon. It's one of the more interesting parts of this game.
You felt it, yes? Another vision? The Force continues to work through us, showing us the star maps unearthed by Reverend Malak. It is strange that anyone would have built a star map here. The entire surface of Manon is covered by nothing but vast oceans.
Yeah. It did kind of look like it was underwater.
The ocean floor is vast, and much of it is uncharted, even by the native Selkarth. But how could Revan and Malak have found their way down? No doubt things will become more clear once we discover the star map's location.
There were a lot of bubbles and everything. Although there were just weird, like, standing lights, which is kind of amusing. Normally you wouldn't have that underwater. I don't know if I should take Juhani with me. Because we still have to come across hers. And that's it for the side quests, really. We'll take... Yeah, we'll take Julie and Juhani with us for now. Oh. Let's see, I don't think... Let's see if there's any kind of crate or anything out here. This is something that this game gets a lot of criticism for, is that the ship is not the same size on the outside as it is on the inside. I don't see that as a real issue. Like, so what? There's a transition between them and everything, so who cares?
You Republic people are so pathetic, sitting around groveling at the table scraps the Galactic Senators deign to give you. It makes me sick.
The Senators work for the good of the whole galaxy, not for individual gain.
Ha! Don't make me laugh, you gutless simp. It's the destiny of weak-minded fools like you to be ruled over by the strong, like we Sith.
I'm warning you. Don't push me or you'll get just what you're asking for.
Try it. Just try it. I'd love to see you throw the first punch. And with all the cameras around, the Selkath would be all over you inside of 30 seconds. You break their laws. You pay the price, Republic scum. But I can see that you're not man enough to back up your words anyway. If you ever feel like relieving yourself of your worthless existence, feel free to come by our enclave here. We have many, many ways to fulfill your wish.
Okay. So there's Sith and
Yeah,
Republic here.
Oh, I apologize, Master Jedi. I should not have been rude.
Well, I mean, that's kind of a stupid question. Why do the Sith upset you? Yeah, it's alright, don't worry about it.
No, really, I should apologize. I should try to control myself, as you Jedi do. Is there anything I can help you with?
Let's ask some questions.
Well, of course, I'm always willing to help a Jedi. What do you require?
Well, yeah, why are there Sith here?
Well, for the Kolto, of course. Really, that's the only reason anyone would want to be here. It's the only reason the Selkath built Ahto City in the first place, to explore Kolto.
So, Kolto.
You're joking, right? I'm sorry, but everyone knows what Kolto is. It's the most powerful healing agent in the galaxy. I would have died several times myself if we didn't have this stuff handy. But the reason it's important here is that Kolto is only found naturally on Manan, and all of our attempts to synthesize it have failed miserably. So, we sit here on the surface, the Selkath harvesting what Kolto bubbles up from the bottom of the ocean, and we buy it from them. Well, us and the Sith, of course. The Selkath don't want to play favorites.
No, of course not. So both Republic and Sith are here.
The Selkath think that by staying neutral, they can play both sides, selling Kolto to everyone that needs it, and making themselves too valuable to be worth conquering. Well, that, and they threaten to destroy the only natural source of Kolto on the planet if anyone tries to attack them. But I think they're underestimating the length the Sith will go to get what they want. They're probably planning something already. Is there anything else you require?
So it's almost a twist on Dune. Ask about the star map.
Like an ancient artifact or something? No, I'm sorry, I've never heard of it. Is there anything else I can do for you?
Tell me more about the city.
It's big. Real big. Actually, it's pretty much the only real city on the entire world. The only place for us air breathers, anyway. Manan is a water world, which you may have noticed on your way down to land here, inhabited natively by a species of fish people called the Selkath. They built this city to cater to us off-worlders, and as a base of operations to export Kolto, which is the only real thing they have to trade here.
Why haven't they joined the Republic?
The Selkath think that by staying...
Yeah,
well,
okay.
but I think... Is there anything else?
Alright, so there's nothing more he can tell us, but yeah, it's kind of a like twist on Dune.
Of course. If you have any other questions, you should probably see Roland Wan. He's the Republic diplomat here. He's by the Republic Enclave near the... Oh,
Okay.
if you don't know where that is, go north. Have a pleasant...
Okay. So Dune, there is a there's a substance called spice that is only found in one on one planet that cannot be synthesized, which, interestingly, it's a desert planet, like Tatooine. But there's... Yeah, the spice is necessary for, like, space travel, and, like, they don't have computers in that universe, so you take the spice and it makes you basically turn into a human computer and stuff like that. And basically the entire premise of the entire Dune series is basically a bunch of people fighting over this one resource. And that's kind of what the same scenario we have going on with this planet. Okay, so this is a visitor's center. Okay. Tell me about Ahto City. Center of trade and commerce for Manan. Only source of Kolto. So again, Kolto is kind of a stand-in for spice, almost. But that one's a desert planet instead of a water planet. Okay, that didn't say a whole lot. Homeworlds of the Selkath. Manan is the homeworld of the Selkath, I should say. And they're trying to be neutral. Yada yada yada. Let's see what he's got to sell. Whole lot of nothing. See, I have Juhani with me, but I'm not sure she'll trigger any kind of combat here. I don't think we can really fight on this planet. I'll keep her with me just for the moment. Do you have an exotic species for sale? What sorts of exotic species? Non-sentient, non-carnivorous. Critters that are easy to manage are preferred. Why are you looking to buy some? Selkath have little exposure to life on other planets, but our government hopes to change that. We're setting up a zoo and hope to stock it with non-offensive foreign creatures. So he's trying to smuggle in private trade, is what he's saying. So he wants... He'll take the Gizka off my hands. How's the hump been? Poor. I'm thinking we'll have nothing in our zoo. Gizka. With the overly high reproductive rates, I cannot take those. Within weeks, our storage facilities were overrun. Yeah, I would really like to get rid of the creatures. Let's see if I can persuade him to take... Nope. How about if I paid you 100 credits? Okay. Well, I had to pay to get rid of him, but now I should not have Gizka on my ship anymore. Uh-oh. Camera's deactivated. Camera's activated. What? I'm just trying to go, buddy. Just a little bit of a glitch. Bye, ship.
Enough time to listen to your stories. I've got a full shipment of Kolto ready to load before my shift is over.
So this is a
Time to listen to your
Sith dock
stories.
right
Got
here.
a full shipment of KOTOR ready to load before my shift is over.
Like literally right next to my dock. Because I'm right here. It's over on this other side. See, these are KOTOR tanks. We've seen those before. But they, the beginning of Empire Strikes Back, he's in a Bacta tank, and KOTOR's kind of the precursor to KOTOR. Or, KOTOR's the precursor to Bacta. Okay.
No problem. Didn't work.
Impossible. So a whole lot of nothing there. Like I said, I don't think there's any point in me having Juhani here, because I don't think she'll fight on this planet. I could be completely wrong, but we might have to look a bit more into this, I think. But let's go ahead and head into the city. With HK-47 and Jolie. There's a guy over here. Who are you? Jolan, a traveling Pazak player. Let's see, he's worth 200. That was a good game. We didn't play, buddy. So that's all he does, is he plays Pazak. Visitors area. Because I'm actually low on credits. This armor I'm wearing costed me like 13,000. Security droid.
Obey the laws here on Manan, human.
Okay. Can do. While you're here, I will trust you follow the rules. Don't worry. 100 credits, you have to pay this fee each time you dock on Manan, or you'll not be permitted. I don't need to pay the docking fee.
The Jedi Council wouldn't approve, but they always were a little stodgy about using the Force on people. Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do.
The gates are open, you may now come as you wish, so long as you do not leave the planet. So every time I come back to this planet, I'm gonna have to force him. This is Selkath.
It's the whole swoop racing circuit for this sector.
There's a Sith soldier. We haven't seen any Sith soldiers in a while. I don't think we've seen them since Terrace. Just a couple Selkaths. These are all just random NPCs, not anything in particular. KOTOR Distribution Center. A couple Sith soldiers.
I can't stop to talk to tourists. I'm on KOTOR packing duty.
I like that you're all just like in the same room together. Oh, it's a coordinator. He wants a permit for KOTOR. I don't have a permit. We don't hire your kind. Do you even have an off-world work permit? Okay. So nobody really says anything there. West Central, Atta City, East Central. So the West Courtyard. Laura.
Jolie, it is you. I need your help.
Laura, of all the people, how did you even know I'd left Kashyyyk?
I didn't. Nobody knew where you were, not even Sunry. But I heard the Selkath mention you and your friends. The Force has brought you to help us.
Why, whatever could be the matter, my dear?
It's horrible, Jolie. Sunry has been arrested. The Sith have accused him of murder.
Murder? But how?
It's all a mistake, Jolie. Sunry isn't a murderer. Someone is trying to frame him.
Calm down, Laura. Where's Sunry now?
Sunry's being held at the Selkath courts. They won't let anyone in to see him. Please, go to the courts. Talk to the judges. Maybe the Selkath will listen to you.
Don't worry, Laura. We'll get to the bottom of this and help Sunry. Somehow.
Okay. So there's a little bit more of Jolie's story. Selkath Guard. Prison. Only arbiters are permitted. Tough. Ah. Won't let me in. Can we talk to her?
Sunry's being held at the Selkath courts.
Don't worry.
No? Okay. Republic negotiator.
So, do we have a deal?
That's an awful lot of money. Is there something you're not telling me?
Don't be so suspicious. The Republic is generous. We pay our mercenaries well.
Makes sense.
Oh.
I guess. All right, I'm in. When do I start?
Just show up at the Republic Embassy tomorrow and speak to our representative there. I'm sure he'll have some task he wants you to start on right away.
A Chani mercenary.
Do you mind? I'm in the middle of a Republic recruiting drive.
Weird little
right now.
hiccups there.
I need to hire these mercenaries before they sign up with the Sith.
Why are you hiring mercenaries?
In case you hadn't noticed, there's a war on. If we don't hire these mercs, the Sith will. Now, excuse me. I have to continue my recruitments. Do you mind? I'm in the middle of a...
Maybe you could hire me?
I don't know if you've got what we're looking for. Jedi aren't generally suited to mercenary work. If you want, talk to Roland Wan at the Republic Embassy and see if he can find anything for you. It's north of here, just east past the first courtyard. It's just off the north end of the second courtyard. You can't miss it. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to continue my recruitments.
Those are really terrible directions. Just north and east, and then east of the second courtyard. Let's see, what's this? This guy wants to talk to me. It's a bar. Milko Bois, I hope you are enjoying yourself in Otto. Our floating city is beautiful, is it not? Yeah, it's nice. You're too gracious. Manon is delicate, our ecosystem is complex and fragile, and I fear for the preservation of my planet. What are you talking about? I fear I have something to ask you, there's nowhere else I can turn. What do you want? He wants information. Republic is hiring mercenaries, many more than usual. He wants to know why the Republic is hiring more mercenaries. Yeah, so he's just covering the reasons why he doesn't trust everybody, mostly because the Sith are not
Careful
impartial.
here, kid. Start poking your nose in a place that doesn't belong, and you might not like what you find.
So he wants me to find out why the Republic is hiring so many mercenaries. I'll look into it. It says, I'm a friend of the Republic. Whatever the truth, I'll do my best to protect the Republic's interests and those of the Selkath. So he wants me to investigate the Republic, but he says he's a friend of them.
I hope you're here to play some Pazak. I don't come here
More
looking for
Pazak.
sparkling conversation. I prefer to make my credits gambling, but I never turn...
Do you know why the Republic is hiring so many mercenaries?
Hey, here's an idea. Why don't you ask the mercs? Better, you don't waste my time.
Okay, fine. How do you like the Sith?
They don't bother me, and I don't bother... You don't waste my... They don't bother me. You don't...
Nope, okay. So why bother?
I hope you're here...
I just want to look 200 as well, so I can come back
Hey, don't give up.
to these two guys and make a couple thousand. Which might not be a terrible idea, since I am running low on the funds right now. There's an Iridonian mercenary right here.
I am not for hire. Perhaps the Mandalorian or the Achani can help you, though they lack the stomach for certain jobs.
So Darth Maul is an Iridonian. They have the facial tattoos and the horns. Yeah. What do you have against Achani and Mandalorians?
They lack the resolve to do what needs to be done. The Achani believe in a non-existent warrior code of honor, and the Mandalorians prize credits above bloodshed. But I am Iridorian. Honor comes from slaying your opponent, and the true reward of any job is the taste of your foe's dying blood on your tongue.
That's a little
Ask
tricky.
whatever you wish, though you may find some of my answers distasteful.
Any idea why the Republic is hiring so many mercenaries?
Perhaps you should ask them. The Republic prefers not to deal with my kind, though maybe they need an Iridorian to finish the job. The mercenaries they hire must be failing, as they are never heard from again. That is all I know. Is there more you wish to ask?
Iridorian. Oh, I'm pretty sure it was Iridonian. Have you seen a map around here?
Manon has no such things, unless the Selkath have them hidden away at the bottom of the ocean. Is there more you would know? Yes, I'm not surprised. There are few on this watery world who feel comfortable in my presence.
Maybe if you cut down on the rhetoric about, like, drinking people's blood.
If you're here to offer me a job, I'm not interested right now. I got so many offers I can't keep up as it is. Maybe that Iridorian skullslagger at the bar, or the Ajani nerf herder cowering in the corner are available.
So why do you hate the Achani and the Iridorians?
Nothing. Except that the Ajani are a bunch of fey dancers prancing in a battle with tiny weapons not fit for Mandalorian children. They're hardly wearing the armor because it slows them down when they run away. But the Ajani are better than the Iridorians. Those savages keep hacking at fallen foe even after death, mutilating the corpse out of pure bloodlust. I even heard they'll turn on each other when the battle fever hits. Who wants to work with someone like that? I can pretty much name my price right now, especially since the Republic's so desperate for mercs all of a sudden.
Yeah, why is the Republic so desperate for mercs?
Insane, but the price is sure right. Of course, I haven't heard of anyone coming back, so I'm guessing the job ain't easy.
So I'm not sure Hold on a second, I'm looking... Zabrak. Yeah, Zabrak is what I'm thinking of. Iridonians are a race of the Zabrak species, which is what Darth Maul is. So what is an Iridorian? Iridorian... No, I'm not looking up... That's interesting, everything's coming up Iridonian. I don't know what an Iridorian is at all. Have you seen a map?
If there ever were any ruins on this world, they've long since disappeared beneath the oceans.
Yeah, don't you hate the Republic?
I'm a realist. It was war, after all. And even though the Republic destroyed my people, the leaders of the Armada were Revan and Malak. So I hate the Sith just as much. And with this war, there's plenty of opportunity to take bloody vengeance against both sides and make a nice profit along the way. We Mandalorians are always practical that way. Not like those bloodthirsty Iridorians or those honor-bound Echani. Or anything else you want?
Yeah, can I ask you other questions?
Normally I charge you for information. The times are good right now and I'm feeling generous. So ask your questions, free of charge.
Okay.
So,
I guess you don't have anything to say there. Hello. Shayless, I've heard it said you are no friend of the Sith. Is this true? My allegiances are my own business. Not a friend. I suspect we have something in common. I don't like the Sith either. I know the Sith don't respect our laws. I know the Sith are evil, but laws are holding my hand. Okay, well, what are you talking about? Many Selkath have vanished. Most have gone missing are on the cusp of adulthood. The youth who will someday leave this planet. My own daughter Shasa. Not Sasha, Shasa. Okay, so teenage Selkath are disappearing. Disappearance coincide with the arrival of the Sith, and I cannot dismiss that. Alright, so you want me to investigate. 500 credits if you uncover the fate of my daughter and other youth. It's for my personal wealth. Alright, I'll look into it. Maybe the mercenaries know something. Dwan?
You're new around here, aren't you? My name's Dwan. Care to buy a Sith girl a drink? That is, unless you're one of those simpering Republic soldiers.
Yeah. I'm searching for some ancient ruins, or maybe a star map.
Are you some kind of historian or something? You should forget about the past, look towards the future. That's why I joined the Sith. The Republic is old news. And then I get stuck on Manon, the worst post in the galaxy. It isn't easy here, you know. Not with all the Republic soldiers walking the streets while we sit and do absolutely nothing. Malak should send a fleet in and conquer this whole sector, KOTOR or no. But I don't really want to talk about that right now. I'm just here to have a couple of drinks and try to unwind, you know?
I really like the music in this game as a whole, but the music here in particular, it's so like nice and relaxing, and it fits in with like the lounge feeling that you get from this planet. It feels like a office lobby or something. Or hotel lobby. I heard you're taking an interest in Selkath youth.
We Sith are interested in a lot of things. If you're smart, you'll stay out of Sith business. But I don't really want to talk about that.
Okay.
Come on, what's the matter? Seems I'm not ladylike enough for some men.
Oh, she just...
Oh, it's you
She's
again.
trying to
I
get
probably
challenge me to
should cut
drinking.
back on the drinking, but I don't really want.
Okay.
Oh, come on.
There were a bunch more options, but I guess
We
they're
might
gone
have
now.
a position
Oh, hello.
within the Sith organization for one such as you.
Your offer is pretty good, but I've heard some nasty things about you, Sith. Is it true you bombed Taris into dust?
This is war. In war, certain distasteful acts cannot be avoided. But ask yourself this: when we win the war, would you rather be against the Sith or with us?
You make a good point. And I've never turned down a job that pays up front.
Excellent. Report to the Sith Embassy tomorrow for your assignment.
Just like that, huh?
I have no desire to speak to you. I know you have links to the Republic.
Free speech, lady.
You hiring for the Republic or the Sith?
Beat my ideas with your ideas.
Then why are you wasting my time? There's big money to be made here.
All
I can't
that
risk
jazz.
missing a job offer because I'm yapping with you. You hiring? Then...
Okay.
Hey,
Big
man,
Leo.
clear out.
Oh, it's the same scenario as we had at the beginning. Okay. Can I talk to the bartender at all? Hello, bartender. Few places in Auto City where off-worlders are welcome, but here they are at least tolerated. I thought the entire existence of Auto City was as a port for off-worlders. Let's ask some questions. He doesn't want to answer any of my questions, and all he has is stimulants.
I am not.
Let's see if he knows anything about the Selkath going missing.
Perhaps. But my business with the Selkath is my own.
His business. I'm your friend. You want to tell me what's going
An
on.
Iridorian has no friends, though I feel a strange kinship with you. You do not seem like the others of this world. Even the Sith here do not understand our kind. The Sith sought to buy my loyalty with credits, as if wealth could somehow quench my burning bloodlust. They would have been better off hiring a Johnny for the errands they had me running.
Okay, what were you doing for them?
The task paid well, but was boring and beneath me. I was told to lure the Selkath youth to the Sith Embassy. Nothing more. I lied, I threatened, I promised, and I brought the most promising youth of the fish people to the Sith, and there I left them. To what purpose I neither know nor care. Perhaps when the Sith learn I have betrayed their secret, they will try to kill me. I would welcome the excitement.
Sounds like the Sith are trying to win this planet by corrupting the Selkath youth. Much more subtle than their usual methods.
Is there more you would ask of me, human?
Okay, so it seems
Yes, I'm not surprised.
it seems like he is it is supposed to be Iridonian, and it's just a mistype.
If you're here to offer me maybe that Iridorian.
Let's see. Let's see if he knows anything else about the Selkath who have gone missing.
I've got no interest in the Selkath, other than the fact that they're charging me an exorbitant amount to stay in this world. The Iridorian over there, however, he, I believe, may know more. He's been seen with several of them before.
Okay.
So what?
So yeah, they are Darth Maul's race. With the horns in their heads and the face tattoos and all that jazz. I have some information for you about the missing youth. The Sith hired an Iridorian mercenary to lure Selkath into the Sith face. Are they prisoners? Are they still alive? I must know. Alright, I'll look further. He's saying he can't tell me to infiltrate the Sith base, but it might be the only way. So basically he's telling me to go ahead and break into the Sith base. Let's hold off on that. Let's see if we can't figure out some stuff first. Selkath, just random Selkath traveler. It's over here. Oh, this is the... Okay, this has got to be the court. Right? That's what it looks like.
The Republic respects the peace of Otto City, Your Honor. But the Sith are a violent people who leave violence in their wake.
Yeah?
I have 3 soldiers in the infirmary.
If the Republic soldiers were more capable, they would not have suffered such serious injuries. Are my soldiers to be punished simply because they won a fair fight?
I hardly call 6 against 3 a fair fight. The Sith are cowards who attack only when they have the advantage of numbers.
I'm aware of the indignation. Witnesses clearly state your soldiers were as willing to engage in violence as the Sith.
They were provoked, Your Honor. The Sith goaded them into this fight.
Taunts and threats are not sufficient provocation. If Republic and Sith to be equally at fault, I'd throw everybody involved into the jail, but since no Selkath were harmed, I'll show mercy. Levy a fine of 10,000 credits to both sides. That's the price of my armor. Actually, that's less than the price of my armor. That's kind of a slap on the wrist.
I'm sick of hearing about Manon's neutrality. It sounds like a coward's excuse not to fight, if you ask me.
Well, that's one way of looking at it.
They say everyone on Manon is equal, but it seems the Republic is a little more equal than the Sith. Neutrality? Ha! That's a laugh!
Okay. You guys are happy people. To answer the needs of off-world citizens. If you have grievances with another party, then speak to me. Consult with the Republic Embassy before pressing charges. How'd you know it's from the Republic? My registry is from the Republic world of Transil. Are you saying you stole your ship? Nope, I don't. Good. Got it. I didn't steal it. So good. Okay, how about a star map? Have you seen a star map? Manon holds many wondrous and exciting locales and treasures, KOTOR not least among them. Okay. Have you heard anything about young Selkath going missing? Unaware of any missing being reports. If something is happening, you have to tell us. Okay, I would like to investigate the murder case involving Sunray. It's acceptable. The defendant can have an arbiter who tries to prove his innocence in court. Arbiter is a neutral party that can investigate and present evidence in the trial and argue on the defendant's behalf. As you are a Jedi, I believe you can fulfill it adequately.
Suppose you're Sunry's only hope. We have to at least try to help him.
You are now appointed arbiter in the case of Sunry versus the Sith Empire. Your name and position have been recorded in our files. I will now inform you of the pertinent facts of the case. You have a limited amount of time in which to investigate and organize a defense of your clients, and I advise you to use it wisely. Sunry was seen leaving a hotel, leaving behind a dead Sith woman, Elassa Heros. He has been charged with murder and is being held in Atto City prison facilities. Due to his crippled status, witnesses claim to seeing the killing and are being detained in the hotel questioning pending trial. Manager of the hotel has been informed of your appointment. Alassa found dead, a blaster wound, and incriminating Republic medal in her hand. Information has been uploaded to your datapad. It would be wise to review all information before the trial starts. You can question Sunray or other witnesses. The evidence in this case is heavily stacked against Sunray. I believe it will take some doing to absolve him as guilty.
Yes, but it almost seems too heavily stacked, doesn't it? Very suspicious.
Thanks for... You may also interview the judges to get an idea of the pertinent factors of this case. Since it is your first case, I compelled to say good luck as my final message. Okay, well, let's start off. I guess we're Sunry's lawyer now. So let's start off by looking at... Oh, it's not in there. Sunray murder trial. You've spoken to the court and they've consented to report Sunray was seen leaving. Sunray has noticeable crippling injuries from his past experience as a war hero against the Sith. So it was definitely him. So, okay. Well, if we take that at face value, Sunray was leaving the scene of the murder of a Sith woman. Testified with the proprietor of the hotel, Ignis. In the room that he'd rented a Sith woman, Alassa was found clutching a Republic war medal in her hand. 2 witnesses, one is Glupor, a Rodian who was staying in the next room. The other is Firith Me, a gambler who was staying nearby. Their stories corroborate Ignis. Okay, so it is kind of weird that she is gripping, her dead body was found gripping a Republic medal. That seems a little suspicious. One would think that if he had committed the murder, he would, make sure he wasn't leaving a medal in her hand. So let's go down the line here. HK-47 there is tripping out a little bit. So what do you think of Sunray? Half human, I find the idea that a half human cripple is obviously competent as the Sith Alissa is questionable. Why half human? A man who can barely walk killed a Sith warrior in her prime? Preposterous. But it wouldn't pass the Republic to try to arrange such circumstances to see her death. The Sith are much more straightforward about their intentions. What do you find suspicious? Finds it hard to believe that a Sith warrior could be killed by a Republic cripple. Maybe the work of a Republic conspiracy. If the only means of hurting the Republic is through Sunray, so be it. So he's not very happy with the Republic. So what do you think of the Republic and Sith? Republic's sore need of change has gone on, and the Sith are a fresh wind of change. I do not believe that the Sith Empire is as evil as people make it out to be. If I was given the power to decide, Manon would join the Sith, forcing the Republic to accept the new face of the future. It would appear that I'm wiser and more far-sighted than my immediate superiors. I will judge it, and I will find Sunray guilty, as he is charged.
So nice to meet an impartial judge for a change.
Impartiality is one thing, blindness is another.
You said it, not I.
Are you finished? Okay. You seem like kind of a piece of work to me. I'll assist however I can. What do you think of Sunray? He was a great warrior in his time. He fought for the Republic against Sith aggression and proved valorous. Great respect for his accomplishments and find it tragic that he finds himself in his current condition. If the Republic had more people like him, I do not believe the Sith would be such a great problem. What do you find suspicious about this? Questionable that a man with such a reputable past as Sunray would murder a Sith woman from behind. I know Sith, there's probably some deception involved because the Sith, they seek to do the same thing to us here. Much pressure by the Sith on our government and even on the judges to deliver a guilty verdict. Letter of the law is absolute, and we will not be compromised for Sith power games. Anything else you need? What do you think of the Republic and Sith? I find it to be disturbing and tragic. All its faults, the tottering Republic has benefited the vast majority of the galaxy for millennia. To see it fall into ruin is sad. I do not like the Sith, but if given the option, I would rule that we should join the Republic. But I must remain impartial and rule in this case as the law requires. I like him. He has his moral convictions, but he's not willing to compromise his values. What do you find suspicious about this case? Oh, I already asked him that. No more questions. Okay. Let's ask the head honcho what he thinks. I have questions about the trial. What do you think of Sunray? Hero of the Republic in perpetual conflicts with the Sith. I personally hold him in quite high regard.
Speaking of that injury, has it been taken into consideration, Your Honor?
No way does his disability hamper him. Rest assured that my personal regard will not affect my judgment. While emotion may rule your sentence, the KOTOR law of land, hand of law. Did you find anything suspicious? The medal that was found clutched in the Sith's hand. Yeah, it's a pretty big one. I find it most odd that such a blatantly incriminated piece of evidence would be left at the scene of crime. I've analyzed the evidence and it does not appear to be a replica, but I still have my doubts. In the midst of the crime, though, Sunray could have lost it. I've seen more improbable things happen.
Simply because it was real does not mean Sunray would have overlooked it being in Lass's hand.
What do you think of the Republic and Sith empires? They both seem to be helpful, but I don't think either state holds any great love for us. We are necessary. I try to stick out of politics. I can respect that. I suppose I have to talk to you. Sunray was a Republic soldier, a hero to his Republic. Would his Republic masters really have let him go so easily? I think not. And the Republic seeks to escalate the situation. Do you find anything suspicious about it? I think it's straightforward. Sunray's from the Republic, LS is Sith. Great Empire's battling now. Okay. I don't buy that it's the good Republic against the evil Sith. Sith is merely expansionist, much like the Republic early in its history. It is simply turning the side of history where the old is swept away by the better new. Anything intelligent you wish to know? So he seems pretty have a fair amount of animosity towards the Republic. What do you think of Sunry? He seems to be highly regarded as your people. If he is capable, if he's as capable as people think him to be, he is capable of these actions. Anything suspicious? If Sundry was innocent, why was he fleeing the scene of the crime? Why would he have been running had he not committed the crime himself? Case seems simple to me. The Republic types stick together, however, and I assume you'll go to great lengths to stop him. What do you think of the Republic and Sith? Both empires are at fault. The Republic in the past laying the foundations upon which the Sith grew. And the Sith now, obviously, for starting the war. Regardless of the wrongs, the Sith have no cause for renewing hostilities. It almost seems as if they want to conquer everything. I believe the Republic has every right to defend itself and drive the Sith back where they came from. Unfortunately for them, and perhaps for both, they do not seem to be doing too good of a job of it. I like these guys. Even the ones that hate the Republic. I'll go grab a beer with them. They all seem fairly level-headed. Maybe the guy on the far left a little less so, who's like, no, I'm voting against Sundry no matter what. But aside from that, let's go question Sundry. Random prisoner.
When I get out of here, you're dead! I'll gut your fishy little corpse, cut off your head, and bathe in your blood!
Okay. You're a friendly guy. Well, let's talk to Sundry.
Jolie, what are you doing here? The Lord sent me, Sundry. I'm here to get you out of this mess. The courts went and made us arbiters for your case. Just like old times, eh, Jolie? You come swooping in out of nowhere to save my tail from the fire? You saved my wrinkle butt more than a few times as well, friend, if I recall. But there'll be time for catching up later. Right now, we need to focus on the case.
The case is a complete frame-up. Anyone looking at the evidence could see that. So I thought. But the Cellcast seem to think that there's enough to go to trial. There aren't any witnesses. All that evidence against me is circumstantial and completely flawed.
So let's go over the evidence.
Well, I was at the hotel, I admit. And I did meet Alasa there that night, but it's not what you think.
I was working with Republic Intelligence. We were pretending to feed information to the Sith when I turned Alasa into a double agent working for us.
It was going well, too, until she turned up dead. Maybe the Sith had found out I was turning her and had her eliminated.
But let's look at the facts they've given.
Alasa was brutally killed. Think about that. She was a Sith, trained in battle, and I'm just a crippled old man. My war injuries make it difficult for me to walk, even to hold things. See how my hands are shaking? How could I kill a Sith warrior at close quarters? I ask you.
Further, they say they found my heroes cross at the crime scene. Would I leave my war medal behind if I killed someone? Even I'm not that stupid. Obviously, the Sith planted the cross. And what about the lack of forensic evidence? Skin and hair samples, clothing fibers. Why isn't there anything like that at the crime scene? Sounds like an obvious frame-up to me. I hope you can see how the Sith are manipulating the Cellcat, and probably even you to set up this against me. We need to get this over with quickly and clear my name.
Anything else I can help you with? I want my arbiter to be well prepared before we go to trial.
Just calm down.
Well, but let's let my anything.
Okay. Well, there's some things we have to clear up.
Go ahead, ask. Ask what you need to. I've got nothing to hide.
The judges said you left after the shot was fired.
How would they know? They weren't there. I heard some of the witnesses said that too, but I swear she was alive when I left. I wonder if the Sith have been putting pressure on people to get them to convict me. It wouldn't surprise me at all. They've had it in for me since the war. You should ask everyone about that. They might admit to helping the Sith under pressure.
Okay, you are starting to sound a bit like a crazy conspiracy theorist. Any ideas where I should look for more information?
Guess you could interview witnesses at the hotel where the murder happened. Selkath already did that, but the fish folk don't have much rapport with offloaders. Maybe one of them was holding something back. But I think you'd be better off investigating the Sith themselves. Maybe you could find some proof they planted evidence to frame me. Though that might mean figuring out a way into the Sith embassy. Anything else I can help you with? I want my arbiter to be well prepared before we go to trial.
There's a lot of people demanding I break
Very
into
well.
the Sith embassy.
I suppose there is still much you must do before the trial. Once you've gotten enough evidence to go to trial, just tell the warden we're ready. The sooner I get out of the cell, the better.
What do you know about the murder of Elasa? Nothing, basically. Okay. Well, for now, that's really all we can do. Let's go ahead and find this hotel they're talking about. It's got to be over on this side then.
These Selkath don't know what they're gonna miss when the Sith Empire.
Yeah. You betcha. Okay. What's going on here?
Your precious Republic's days are numbered. It won't be long until Malak turns his armada loose on Coruscant itself.
Save your empty threats, Sith scum. Malak isn't stupid enough to attack the core worlds, now with the entire Republic fleet waiting for him.
You're a fool. When the Sith descend on Coruscant, our numbers will block out the sun itself. The galactic senators will collapse trembling in fear and beg for mercy at Malak's feet.
You underestimate the Republic's resolve. We'll die before we surrender Coruscant.
That can be arranged. Remember what happened to Taris. Malak could do the same to the core worlds.
He wouldn't dare.
Now it is you who underestimate our resolve.
Okay. A lot of bickering. There's a lot of like ships or whatever's in the air here. There's birds. Like I said, I would like to see them kind of remake this game. If only just graphically. Make the skyboxes better. Make this so it actually looks like waves breaking against it or something. Be pretty cool. What's this? General store.
How much for all this stuff, Tyvark? Thanks, Tyvark. Catch you next week.
Okay. This guy at least claims to like the Republic. Or at least hate the Sith. Suck to
Now I
him
gotta
first.
get back to my post at the Republic Embassy. My break is almost over.
Nope, okay. I heard that you're the arbiter in the trial of Sunray. I admire you. There's no doubt he's been framed. If there's anything I can do... what do you know about the Sunray case? Nothing. Let's see what you have in stock. Lots of blasters and such. Stabilizer mask? Okay.
What's this? Another Republic lackey wandering the streets? Don't worry, the Sith will destroy you along with all the rest who don't bow down before Malak.
Yeah, I don't really want to sit here and...
I have nothing more to say to you. I haven't...
I'm just the one who said I didn't... Okay. Let's go back over here.
I cannot render assistance, citizen. Move along.
Then what is your point? Hulas. Jihardin say hello to Hulas, come alone or not at all.
Those Sith are always trying to goad us. Why don't the Selkath stop them?
I have to stop talking to Sith. It wasn't for those damn...
Anger leads to the dark side.
I suppose you're right. You probably know best. You are a Jedi, after all. I guess getting mad doesn't help any. Well, as long as the Sith stay out of my way, I'll stay out of theirs.
Okay, so he wants me to come alone. So let's get rid of Jolie in HK. Oops. Let's talk to him. They're Selkath, but you choose to speak with me? Am I so different? Do you think I have the answers that others do not? That's a strange greeting. Strange times. Sith and the Republic battle to control the galaxy, but the war destroys what they both seek to possess. So it's fear and confusion. People are lost. They want guidance, direction. They have questions. They want answers. That's why I'm here. I seek answers. Answers to what? Everything, nothing. Republic, Sith, the war. Answers are always hardest to find when the questions are unclear, yet that does not stop us from searching. Who are you? There's power in names, yet the end name is nothing less. I'm Hulas, traveler from the world of Duro. And what is your name, human? I'm NegPrimer. So now we know something about each other, but we still don't really know anything. Let's ask him some questions before... what are you doing here on Manon? Seeker of answers. Sith and Republic vie for control. I'm anxious. Manon, I observe both parties in relative safety. I observe both parties in relative safety. Yeah. Yes, I have played this game before, but it has been a very long time. It has been It has been at least 10 years or so since I've gotten to this point in the game. You're a spy? A spy is a stealer of secrets. I'm only an observer. I watch the Sith, I watch the Republic, I watch Selkath, and I see what that reveals about them. When there's a victor, I will know them better than they know themselves. It is not my favorite game. It is up there. But I do have to admit, I like both Mass Effect 1 and The Witcher 3 quite a deal greater than this game. So that's all you do, sit and watch. Yeah, so he's basically just waiting out the war is what he's claiming. What can you tell me about the Republic? Selkath are wary, they have no wish to join. They want to protect the galaxy, but there's been a lot of war, Exarcha and the Mandalorians and the Sith. Why does the Republic breed so many enemies? Until they know the answer, Selkath will not join. Yeah, they don't want to make the same enemies that the Republic have, basically. What about the Sith? Empire building. Sith conquer world after world, taking resources as they want. They came to Manan to plunder the most valuable resource of all, KOTOR. Manan is different. It's difficult to conquer. If the Sith attack, Selkath can slip away to below the oceans. They can hoard the KOTOR or even give it to the Republic. Manan gives us a glimpse of how the Sith will react should they win this war. Here the Sith use diplomacy and negotiation tools. Sith don't negotiate, they'll use brute force. An army can only build an empire, not sustain it. In time the Sith will disappear. It may take a century or two or even 3, but eventually the Sith will learn diplomacy or their empire will fall. Okay, what, yeah, no, I'm a big fan of the first Mass Effect. The second game was fine, but it was such a disappointment for me, that it didn't capture me, really. And then Mass Effect 3, gets a lot of crap because of its ending, but quite frankly, I think it was kind of a little bit of a letdown from the get-go throughout the whole entire thing. So what do you know about the Selkath? Species of secrets. They welcome both the Sith and the Republic, but welcome neither. They invite both, but welcome neither. Keep their true allegiance close to the vest. The secrets are what makes them strong. Okay. I was told to come see you. It's good to see that you've come alone, for if you ever came with others, I would not speak to you. I am Hulas of the Geno Haradan, secret society of bounty hunters. For thousands of generations we have existed, but always hidden beneath an impenetrable veil. I ain't never heard of you. If you have, we're shadow, darkness, and night. We are less of a whisper of thoughts. We've managed to keep our existence a secret longer than most thought possible. Foolish enough to tell anyone about this meeting, they would not believe you. They would probably think you were paranoid or unstable. Not even those who are closest to you can know we have approached you. If you ever speak to me, I will not discuss the Geno Haradan. I understand. If you betray us, this opportunity will be lost forever. If you have ever heard of us, and yeah. Yep, okay. Sure, I'll preserve the secrecy of your order. High hopes for you within the guild. If you prove yourself worthy, listen closely and I will give you a first glimpse into our secret world. Ancient guild of elite bounty hunters. Thousands of years we have been at work throughout the galaxy, eliminating our targets in near total secrecy. Yeah, how do you get hired if nobody knows you exist? A handful of people know that we exist and how to contact us. These people are smart enough to keep it a carefully guarded secret. When we are seeking new clients, one of our guild masters will approach a powerful political figure and offer services. Okay, what does this have to do with me? By killing Kalinord, you have shown great potential. The Junoharadan can use someone like you. And your work for us will be of great aid to the Republic. How would killing innocent people help the Republic? Innocent. Our victims are far from innocent, and the Junoharadan will only accept a contract if the target's death suits our greater goals. Goals often matched by that of the Republic, but not necessarily. They have a vested interest in preserving the Republic. It is the perfect cover for them. Man, he's got a lot of talking. Yeah, it's hard to believe. So they're like the Illuminati here. So there's high rewards. So alright, who's my target? Kron slaver named Zulon Zentar, a Herodian anti-Republic terrorist. Ooh, that's actually a hard one. Do I want to kill a slaver or a terrorist? I think a terrorist is probably worse. Although they misspelled terrorists. 24 bombings, leaving hundreds of dead. Recently captured, is being held prisoner in the Republic base, awaiting trial. Yeah, tell me about the other guy, because if he's in custody... Zulon is a slaver. We want to eliminate him. He's on Dantooine. Land speeder spotted near one of the settlers' estates. Okay, so if the terrorist is in custody, then why would I go for... why would I go for him? Shady Rodin. Why are you hiding out here in the corner? Business. Okay, so he just sells... cards. Yeah, as far as Mass Effect is concerned, East Courtyard, we'll go there next. As far as Mass Effect 2 is concerned, in particular, it the easiest way I can put it is that the original Mass Effect 1, was built on a series of rules and limitations. They sat down and they thought about the lore, and they're like, well, do we want time travel? Do we want instant travel between galaxies? Like, all this stuff. And then in the second game, they thought about those limitations, and then they went, you know what? They're kind of inconvenient for us, so we're just going to ignore all of them. And that's why you have, all of a sudden in the second game, You have instantaneous... Oh, hey, it's the hotel. You have the instantaneous travel, or not travel, but instantaneous communications without any issues or anything like that. The role of Cerberus completely changed. The way AI works completely changed. And just a large number of problems that are just like, well, so the best example of that is the guns, is the ammo packs that are not present in Mass Effect 1, and then in Mass Effect 2 they're totally present, and they try to explain that away by saying, oh, they're heat sinks, but then why do they behave like ammo? Why can you run out of heat sinks for a particular type of gun? And stuff like that. And you can tell they completely flubbed the whole thing right from the get-go, because at the beginning of the game, after you're revived, you pick up a gun, and he goes, "Where's the heat sink?" or something like that, and basically implies he understands the way the new technology works. Okay, rant over on that. I'm gonna take a short 5-minute break here. And go grab some water and some other stuff. So we will be right back. Alright everybody, I am back. So let's continue our investigation, and then we'll check out, well, no, actually I take it back. Let's check out the Republic Embassy here before we move forward. We might as well check in with them. Like, hey buddy, Roland Wan.
Welcome to Manon. I'm Roland Wan. As the official representative of the Republic Embassy on this planet, I'm here to help all citizens of the Republic should they require aid.
Yeah, why are they loading so much
KOTOR is a precious resource. Its healing powers are near miraculous. During times of war, KOTOR becomes even more valuable. As long as we have the permits, we will continue to harvest KOTOR and ship it to our Republic soldiers battling against the Sith. Of course, the Sith enjoy the very same privileges. If there was some way we could gain an edge over the Sith in our KOTOR supply, but the Selkath are fiercely protective of their neutrality in this conflict. They do not want to grant either side an advantage.
Right, well, I'm here. Well, let's see if he can answer some questions.
A beautiful place,
first.
Sato City. A paradise on the water. But remember, within the city itself, the Selkath have absolute authority. They're a tough race, but fair. Obey the Selkath laws, keep the peace, and you should encounter no problems. I assume you received a visitor guide to the city when you docked your ship. I regret there is little I can tell you that's not in the visitor guide, my good Jedi. My duties rarely permit me to venture beyond the walls of the Republic Embassy.
Okay. Well, I'm here with the Jedi Council. Maybe you can help.
Oh, of course. Of course, I'll do whatever I can. But I'm only a simple diplomatic representative of the Republic. I doubt I can be of any use to the Jedi Council. An ancient and forgotten race. And you think it may be here on Manon? Well, perhaps. But if you want to get information about that, you'll have to do something for me first.
Well, what do you want?
We were using a submersible reconnaissance droid in the ocean surrounding Otto City, and it was damaged. It took a data recording of the outside of the city before being driven off by the Phyraxan sharks. But while it was returning to the surface, it encountered difficulties and was disabled. Its automatic systems floated it to the surface, but we could not retrieve it in time. The Sith were applying subtle pressure to the Selkath authorities for some reason we've not determined, and were able to delay us long enough that they could retrieve the droid before we did. The droid's data centers are heavily encrypted, so it will take the Sith several days, we believe, to get to its data. It was captured 12 hours ago. It is imperative that we get it back.
Okay, where is it?
It's heavily guarded, we're sure, in the Sith embassy here on Manon. Since we have no remaining soldiers to spare, and certainly not our elite ones, we have no one capable of entering the Sith base and retrieving it. That is what we would ask you to do.
So, again, everybody's trying to get me to break into the Sith base when we're supposed to be, like, not killing each other here. How do I get in?
There are several leads we've been working on to get into the Sith base. Any of them should work for you, although it might be wise to concentrate your efforts on just one. The first method that's possible is to help us interrogate a Sith prisoner we managed to catch after he tried to infiltrate our base. He's being held just inside our enclave. We think he may be able to give us the passcode that the Sith give their informers to enter the base. He has proved most resilient so far.
Alright, I'll try to interrogate him.
It's a logical place to start. But you should also hear about the other options available to you. We managed to pick up a crate of blank Sith data cards, the type they use for pass cards. The encryption system to unlock them is very difficult, however. But if you are more skilled than our technicians, you may be able to gain access that way.
Okay.
Good. It is a very intelligent and skilled individual who can crack the matrices of a Sith encryption system. But there is one last method you should know about in case all other options fail. The Sith have got the Selkath to give them exclusive use of one of the main hangar bays. Visiting Sith Masters use this bay to land, then take a speeder over the water to an external entrance to the Sith Enclave. The luckless spy we mentioned earlier had a pass card to that hangar on him. While it is surely well guarded, it may prove to be the most direct route. Here's the card. The Sith base itself is very heavily guarded. If they became aware of your presence, I fear you would be quickly outnumbered and killed. Here is a pass card to get you inside our facility. You should find all you need to get started in there. You can choose whichever of the methods you want, as long as you get in the base and get the data recording back. Which method do you think you would like to try first?
Well, let's try interrogating the prisoner before we... I mean, either way, we're talking about doing something illegal here. Let's interrogate the prisoner,
Just
though.
make sure you don't push him too hard or we might lose him. I wish you luck in your task. Should you retrieve the data recording from the droid, return it here to me, and we can see about getting you that information.
If you got a problem, go talk to our diplomatic representative. Don't bother me with it.
So you're the one who's gonna try to get into the Sith base, eh? Huh, good luck, you're gonna need it. This is our main computer room here. We got the box of pass cards we got from the Sith, but we haven't been able to break their encryption yet. We have been able to decode the numeric system they use, but there are holes in our terminal sequence patterns. The strings of numbers that end the code sequences. If we could complete those strings, we would have the key to their encryption system. The encryption system is composed of 6 matrices. Each is based on a mathematical method. The holes we're missing are the final number in each of the strings. Most are simple, but the final 2 matrices seem to be much more difficult. The second last matrix has a pattern looping back on itself, or something. And the last is divided into smaller subparts. Maybe the pattern for that is within each part. But I have to admit, all this is a bit over my head. I haven't even been able to slice past the first matrix, and I've been at this for hours. I've ruined a dozen cards already. But the good thing is we have a whole box of them, so you don't have to worry about running out anytime soon. Since Roland said you were cleared, you can use the computer freely. I'll be here if you have any questions.
Okay, well, let's... So this is the terrorist that he's already captured, and this is the Sith prisoner. Restricted access. I don't... If they have the terrorist already under control...
I'm sorry, I'm on duty, citizen. Please refer any questions to our diplomatic corps. Thank you.
So, you're the one Roland has got to help us interrogate this prisoner. I hope your Jedi powers will come in useful. This one has been most resistant. He's a Sith spy we picked up a little while ago, snooping around outside trying to get in. We thought he was suspicious and brought him inside when the Selkath weren't looking. But it seems the Sith have done a pretty good job of conditioning this guy, and we haven't been able to break him yet. The Sith protect their really important spies with some sort of mental force feedback system. They can turn their minds in on themselves, so force compulsions won't affect them. Combine this with conventional training to resist interrogation, and sometimes it takes months to get them to tell what they know. Do you want to interrogate him now?
Yeah.
Well, the training the Sith gave him will protect him from most normal interrogation techniques, and also from forced persuasion. We have found a few hooks you might find useful. He was with another man when he was first spotted. We think it was another spy, but we didn't manage to catch him. We also seized some personal documents he had on him when he was captured. It would seem that he's married to a woman named Tila. We checked this in our computers, and it seems to hold up. We've sent a couple of agents to investigate, but it may be a while.
Okay, so what I have to work with?
What we have here is your standard issue truth serum. It should make him spill his guts in no time. But there is a catch.
A catch?
Because of his conditioning, he's able to resist it at small doses. But if you give him too much, his body realizes what you're trying to do and shuts his mind down completely. If you do that, you'll have to inject him with an antidote that neutralizes the truth serum. Unfortunately, that too has a drawback. It causes short-term memory loss. This may work to your advantage because you can try the same tactic over and over again. But if you use it too much, he may forget everything we want to know. Shall we get it started then?
Sure.
Hey, you. Wake up. Someone wants to talk to you.
Basically, that's their explanation of I only get so many tries at this.
Boy, what do you want?
Maybe we should do something about Tila.
Tila? How did you find out about her?
We'll be nice. We can make it easy for both of you in the Republic.
It could be so much easier.
We already have her. She can be spared if you talk.
No, please don't hurt her. Please.
I'm not saying we'll hurt her.
All
Fine.
right.
Let's do it.
All right. I'll tell you what you want to know.
What's the passcode to the Sith base?
It's Zeta 245698 Alpha.
That was a lot more threatening than I wanted
no
it to
more.
be, but it seemed to work really
With this
well.
pass, you should be able to get into the Sith base without trouble. Just don't delay too long, or they might learn that he's been captured.
Well, that's what you say. That was a lot easier than I thought it would be. Okay, so I don't really need to do that. I still...
Have you managed to retrieve the data from... Time is a critical factor.
Yeah, that's what you say. But I kind of want to go... I kind of want to go back to Dantooine before I do anything here. Ignis, huh?
You're the one defending Sunry now, huh? Well, the hotel's open for you. And I guess I gotta answer any questions you want too.
Tell me what you saw.
The Sith woman, Alasa, rented a room in the hotel. An hour or two later, Sunry comes in and goes to her room. A couple hours later, I hear a blaster shot and see Sunry running. He can't run good because he's a cripple, but he still was going pretty fast. I would swear he started after the shot, though.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm pretty damn sure he left after the shot went off.
Couldn't have gone off after he left.
No, I don't think so. I mean, it's possible, just barely. But I wouldn't say that to the court.
Yeah, but you're not sure.
What do you want to know?
I'm not going to persuade him to lie. What do you know about the two of them?
Alasa used to rent rooms here every week or so. Then Sunry would come by a couple hours later and stay all night. It doesn't take a genius to figure out what was going on.
Really? Who are the witnesses?
There were only two other people in the hotel when it happened. One was a Rhodian named Glupor. Seems like a really dirty, shifty type. Normally I don't let his kind in here. I'm a reputable businessman, you know. But there weren't many people here, so I decided to take a chance. The other is a regular named Firith Me. He's a Pazak player. Probably an addict, but he claims he's big in some circles. Don't know anything about him other than that. Anything else you want to know? Well,
Glupor. You have questions for Glupor? Glupor say everything he knows. I have questions about the murder of Alassa. You already told him everything he knows. Why were you at the hotel? Saved for weeks to save enough to stay here. He wanted to live better for a little while. Okay, what'd you see? Didn't see the murder, did see Sunri running away from scene of the crime. Didn't go into Sith Lady's room. No one paid Glupor to go into her room. Why would you say that? Yeah, I'm gonna force persuade. Tell me who paid you and for what. Sith paid him money to plant the metal. Glupor want to tell you this because you're his friend. Give Glupor money. Just, come on, buddy. Know anything about a star map? Okay, so the Sith paid him money. You two seriously gonna just stand in the doorway?
Sure. No problem. Got it.
Okay. So here we have Firth Me, he's the other witness. And he's a Pazak player as well.
You with the Selkath? You here to see me about the murder too? I told the damn fish everything I knew. What more do you all want from me?
What do you know?
Sunri, I only heard of once or twice in passing. Some sort of old-time war hero against the Sith. Seen him around in the hotel too. Going to Alassa's room always, of course. Kept the rest of the building up half the night with their damn antics usually.
Really?
I'm not saying anything like that. What they did in that room in private is their business. And there isn't any rule against Sith and Republic seeing each other for personal reasons. Although if you think her Sith master didn't know, you must be fooling yourself. Oh, well, Alassa was a Sith, so of course she'd have to have someone above her. Yeah, I didn't see anything.
Just tell me.
No, I think I could trust you. Heck, I don't even know why I shouldn't tell you. Well, one time, I saw Alassa coming in wearing this big cloak. I was on my way to my room, and she normally wears stuff like that, so I didn't pay her too much attention. But this time, I accidentally brushed up against her. Accidentally, of course. And her cloak fell open. Now, I don't have any qualms about the Sith. I leave them alone, and they leave me alone. And seeing as how Alassa had a Sith lightsaber under her cloak, I'm not going to poke that hornet's nest.
She was a dark Jedi.
Seems so. But I'm not getting myself in any further with the Sith. I know how ruthless they are. Now that's all I'm going to tell you. I'll testify it to the court, but you aren't going to get anything else out of me.
Dark side points. You sons of bitches. Jolie, I hate you.
Ready? Yes.
Get out of the doorway. Yes. Okay, so she was carrying a lightsaber.
You were the one defending Sun. Well.
interfere with me. Laura. Perhaps you should question Laura. Oops. See, there's a lot going on here, too. There's not a whole lot of combat, but they do actually fit a lot of quests in on this planet.
You, Jedi, I hear you are investigating the Sunray murder trial, are you not? This case is not at all what it appears to be. Many currents, might I say, flow beneath the surface.
What do you mean?
This murder is much more complicated than it may first appear. The Sunray and Elassa are proxies for their governments, and both sides want the other to fail. You can see the journey by the footprints. You understand, yes?
Kind of?
I'm saying they both had something to do with it. They've both kept their hands in this from the start. If you want to get to the bottom of this murder, you might seek information from both the Sith and the Republic, likely in their embassies.
I don't think they'll just give it to me.
Of course not. You think state secrets are for sale on the common market? You would have to be devious to get what you want. Heed my advice, Jedi, and you may yet find the truths in this murder.
Okay. Mysterious man. Well, since we're already at the Republic Embassy, let's talk to Roland again and see
Have you managed to retrieve the data from... Time is a critical...
If you got a problem, go talk to our diplomatic representative. Don't bother me with it.
Good job in getting the...
Well, I can't ask anything here. Nobody wants to talk to me. Maybe I should have done... Should have done that little bit first. Because he's not going to talk to me until I break into the Sith base.
Hey, this street is for Sith only. You gotta pay a 20 credit toll to walk down this street.
What? It's a public street.
Behind the Selkath laws. Typical Republic cowards.
It's the law. Like, I'm a bit confused. The law is the law.
Tweedle is the local favorite. You should cheer along. Hey,
Tweedle.
You working for the Republic? You look like a Republic agent. I can see the cowardice in your eyes. You think you could impress me by spouting a bunch of Jedi garbage? If it wasn't for the Selkath neutrality laws, I'd add your name to the list of Jedi.
Ooh, I'm shaking in my boots.
I have no desire to speak to you. I know you have links to...
Just like that?
I have no
Sorry, but you're too late to recruit me. Then why are you bothering me?
Okay. Let's see, what's over here? Soup registration. Have you come here to watch the soup races? I find they are an excellent way to relieve stress, and in my business I need all the stress relief I can get. Who's you? Vec, work for Thorek Goldar, merchant who deals in very rare and expensive arts. Serves as a go-between for buyers and sellers throughout the galaxy. Serve as Ithrak's security advisor, a highly demanding job. You're wearing a Sith uniform, are you with the Sith? Not really, I just wear it to gain respect. The Sith on Manan aren't gonna do anything to get them in trouble. As long as I don't say I'm with the Sith, they don't seem to mind. I can see how your job would be stressful. Ithrak is the worst of them all. You know, Vec, how could you be so stupid, Vec? He thinks my job is easy, but I like to see where I'd be without me, where he'd be without me. Sorry, I come here to relax, but just talking about work is making me tense, so allow me to wish you a good day and go back to what I was doing. Soup fan, soup fan, soup fan, soup fan, soup fan. Soup racer.
Well, I'm just starting out. Hopefully when the circuit is back up, fans like you'll start to know my name when I race.
Sure, Xena.
Kipuna na bonsha.
Man, there's a lot of soup racers that got bad attitude, man. Queedle? You probably want to talk to the professional racers. They are in the Racers Lounge. They usually don't associate with amateurs like me. I'll probably be giving up. Just want to ask some questions. I don't think I'll be going back out on the track. What is bothering you? I'm not getting any better. I race hard and I think I have good skills, but I can't afford to keep up with the professionals. Their swoops are modified. There's only so much you can do with the standard parts. I can't afford to make this my life. I want to keep going, but without money you don't win, and if you don't win, you don't get money. How much do you need? 500 credits I need is my problem, not yours. Here's 500. Sure, why not? It's half my money. Whatever. I'll get them working on my soup right away. Can improve my round one time after all. Come back in a day or so after the changes are made. I hope it helps. Use the money I gave you to upgrade. Yeah, okay. Is this a good course? It's been hard to keep up with the professional racers. I haven't raced anywhere else. Okay, how long have you been at it? What about the other racers? Hoots Jackson, Cassandra, Mattel are the professionals. They keep in the Racers Lounge. Let's ask about Manon. I've been here more than 10 years. I worked in purification processing plants. All that time I've learned very little about the Sakath. They don't like off-world as much. I can't get used to the Sith presence. What about the Koto? I know that you need it in med packs, and I know Manon is the only place to get it. Slamoth. I'm interested in racing. I won the season opener on Terrace. Like, you can tell everybody that, and everybody's like, right. 100 credits paid each officially timed attempt you make. Uh, 20 credits for a practice run. Swoop racers only. And it's just the two of you in here. Step back, pro racers like me are important, so leave me alone. So I want to ask some questions. Okay, but keep it short. How's racing? Is this a good course? It's too wet, but it's on the ocean, so you're gonna have that. Better to hit waves than rocks, I guess. Terrace took the best racers. I suppose there's also Tatooine. What's wrong with Tatooine? Huxta Jax is better than that dustball. When were you there? How long have you been at this? What do you mean sad but happy? Cassandra's okay, but she is weak and little. Keatle is here, but he doesn't got what we got. He doesn't have a good swoop. He can have skills, but if his swoop goes slow, he goes slow. Okay.
What do you want? I don't waste time with fans. So if this is about an autoprint, forget it. You can buy one when I get more made up. Leave me alone. I need time to prepare for my races.
There's a lot of unfriendly people in this galaxy.
We'll get it over with.
Well, how's racing?
Of course you do. Everyone wants time with the fabulous Cassandra Matil. There just isn't enough of me to go around.
Okay. Is this a good course?
It was, but I can't seem to get a break lately. Hukta has been holding me off, and all he does is run over everything. But this place is all there is, until the circuit recovers from the loss of Taris. It's going to take a while. Not within reasonable traveling time. I heard there was a startup on Tatooine, but I'll stick with the legitimate tracks. Thank you very much. Huts aren't to be trusted. That's all I'll say. 2 years. But that's more than enough time to know the secrets behind the sport. It's all about the image you portray. Hukta is the thug. People like him because he's mean. I'm the pretty one. The one that people want to take home. Even if we don't win, we're easy to remember. That keeps the fans coming back. So race organizers want us at their tracks. Local racers don't bring in off-world crowds. They need us. At least they would if there was still a functioning circuit. Hukta Jax is the only other professional here besides me. He got where he is by making sure everyone knows he's the toughest racer out there. I don't know any of the other racers. I guess there's Guido, the local favorite. He won't amount to much.
Why?
You need money to compete. Maybe he's got some skills, but he just doesn't have the best bike. It's that simple.
Okay.
Yes. I know that if you do absolutely anything, I'm surprised they even let us. Don't.
Super Records panel. Queedle, 2382. Cassandra, 2325. That's not that much better for what you're talking about. Huxta, 2250. So I have to beat 2250. I'm ready to race. Collect 100 credit fee. I don't need to pay the fee. 20. Okay. Okay. Let's do this. Okay, well, I didn't get the best time, but I didn't fail either. I passed round 1. Why are you dancing? Creepy little dance. 500 credits. Alright, let's do the next one. Actually, I can't pay that much. Let's try talking to them again. This guy will probably have something to say about me beating him. Oh no! Top of round 3. Okay. Well, he paid me my money back, so I just got 1,000. But, shoot. 2248, so he just barely edged out Huckster Jax. Well, so I just beat tier 1. I want a race. 2250. Really, I should try to beat 2248. I mean, not that that makes that much of a difference. Damn it, I missed that again. I'm missing too many of those pads. I'm missing too many of those pads. Go F yourselves. Yeah, HK. See you stalking there in the background. Shoot him. Let's try that again. Having to swerve around. Oh, look at that. Look at how close I was on that. So close. There's no way to skip that. Look at HK47 crawl in there, though. He looks like he's about to start shooting people. Haha, we're gonna cheat this a little bit. I would have gone with it if I had gotten... Yes, I'm cheesing the game a bit for money, but oh well. We do what we must do. Damn it! Damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it. I'm screwing up. I'm like missing. Oh no! Like that it's the same animation for when you're like being affected by mines attacks. See, like that. I'll take the one loss. But I don't want to take multiples. Shit. messed up. I messed up early on, so I kind of, like, just willingly ran into that thing at the end. Wish this was a little skippable, though. I got nothing. Yeah, I messed up too many times. I missed 2 pads I think I needed to hit, and then I hit the thing at the end. I missed one. I'm getting close. I'm getting close. I really only missed 1 pad that I needed that time. Although I probably could have hit 2 more. I mean, this doesn't seem like it'd be super crazy, but I feel like this might actually be a little bit easier to control. Where I'm not just like repeatedly tapping the left and right. Damn it! Damn it! Oh, it worked anyways. Okay. I was like, I missed a couple in there towards the end, but they wouldn't have helped, obviously. 22:36 is what my time was there. $2,000 credits. You'll have to be flawless to achieve that. Was that not flawless enough? 22:48, which I just did. It's kind of amusing. It actually makes you like go up against him even if you already beat his score. Oh no! Dang it. And I can't auto-load from here. Oh, I messed up early on in that one. Shut up! Let's see you all do better. I will cut you all in half. It's not wise to insult a Jedi. Okay. Oh, damn it! I missed those two at the end. I kind of tried to zigzag and hit both of them, and I ended up missing both. People are so fickle. You act like it was a horrible race. I was less than 0.1 of a second behind him. I already beat this time too, is the thing. Oh no! Ah. Like I said, since I'm using the Wasson keys for this, this is not quite the science. Not the same level of muscle memory if I was using a joystick, a controller for this. Because I have no option but to like click constantly with my right hand. And then just tap buttons repeatedly with on the Wasson keys. Damn it! Oh, look at how close it was! If I had hit that other pad there. If I'd hit that pad, I would have had it. Ah, damn you, game. Long ass cutscene every single time I lose, too. Yes! Okay. I missed a pad in there, but I think it was close enough the other one that it didn't give me that much of a boost. $5,000 credits. Woohoo! Bam! Back up to 80,000 credits. Or 80,000, not 80,000. I don't feel bad losing to you now that I'm in the running. Okay. Let's see what you two have to say. Nice. Go away. I have to waterproof my soup.
Well, hello, Sector Champion. You must be proud right now. You'll excuse me if I don't join in with cheers of my own. Don't.
Okay. Hello. Stuck on random. What does Xena have to say now? I can't believe you spoke to me.
You're gonna be the talk of Manon for a while. Nobody's gonna get.
Who are you again? Yeah, okay. Cool stuff, bro. Nothing, and then this is gonna be... Oop, come on, go to the side. Yortal's Emporium.
You got any armor plating for my swoop bike? I thought this garbage was free.
He's not a fish.
Don't worry, Junkman. When I want garbage, I'll be back.
Okay, but he's a Ithorian. He's not a fish. Like... I'm not here to make fun of you. I'm NegPrimer. I don't think you have anything. You have a bunch of... Do you know why the Republic is hiring mercenaries? No. But I look forward to the Republic beating the ass of the Sith. Okay. Whining about the Sith. Oops. Okay. Let's save again. So I can just go into their base, but let's talk to the diplomat here.
You. You're the arbiter in the murder trial. Elasa was a friend of mine. If there's any justice in the galaxy, they'll feed sunlight to the Phyrexians. Shouldn't you be preparing for the trial? What are you doing here?
I want to ask you some questions.
You can ask, but I doubt you'll get many answers you'll like.
What do you know about the case?
I know he'd already be tried, convicted, and executed if the Selkath knew anything about justice. But the fish people are as weak as the Republic when it comes to such matters. Is there anything else?
Due process, dude. Due process. Why is the Republic hiring mercenaries?
Who knows? Some scheming plot, no doubt. Hopefully the Selkath uncover it and ban the Republic from the planet. Is there anything else?
What on earth makes you think it's a plot and not just...
I haven't the faintest clue as to what you're talking about. Is there anything... Go. Stay. Doesn't matter to me. If you want to, you can even...
Don't expect to get inside, huh? Okay. Well, we need to figure out why the Republic is hiring mercenaries. I don't know, that seems like kind of a strange question to me. How about because they want to beat the Sith? I don't know. Seems fairly straightforward to me. Well, I'll tell you what. We actually, who are these people that keep sending me emails? I keep getting like constantly, the past day or so. I'm getting job emails in the wrong email address, not my professional one. And so it's all just, presumably it's all just junk mail. But it seems weird that there's been such a huge uptake recently. Well, I want to do this. Okay, we're gonna go do what we need to do and break into the Selkath base. Or the Sith base, not the Selkath base. And the best way to do that is this way, is in the through the docking bays. What is that? It's interesting looking ships. But I also wanted to save there in case I mess this all up. Then there's a bunch of Sith. At least about to die because he's not smart enough to heal himself.
Sure.
Okay. Let's take the transport. Sith base commence launch. Let's go. So we'll break into their base from the rear. Oh. Don't think I can do this actually. Oh, I can. Which way do we want to go? Hello.
You there. I don't recognize you. How did you get in here?
I know the passcode.
Your passcode is out of date, and I don't... Commander Gran, report to the...
Hello.
You authorized this person to enter. I don't know them, and their identification doesn't match up. They're spies.
What? Sound the alarm! Droids, destroy them!
Well, that didn't work. That did not work at all. Good thing we killed that secretary. Nothing? I can't do anything with that? Weird corridor here. Door that doesn't go anywhere. Disassembly room. Hello. I think that's the droid we're looking for. Oh, shoot.
Never too old for this.
I don't know what just happened there. So the Republic wanted us to find this droid that has some Republic secrets on it. Data module. Data module recovered from the remains of the droid. Okay. Let's take a look at this real quick. Computer probe, advanced computer tool. He should have pretty high computer use right now. 15. Okay, if I need repair or anything, I have stuff I can switch out.
Sure.
See, I could have programmed that droid and had it come help me. Yep.
That hurt, I bet. That hurt, I bet.
Good thing I have that destroyed droid.
Yes?
Just leveled up.
Yes?
West Lounge. This will be an interesting one to make sure that we get everything. That makes this a lot easier.
Yes? Sure.
Not really having to worry too much about them. Nothing that way. There we go. I was looking to see if any of you were gonna drop there. North computer room. Oh, hello. This doesn't look good. That does not look good at all. Let's go up this way and see what we can find. Maybe there's a way to shut that off. Steam or whatever the hell is going on there. Oh, Dark Jedi. Why are you coming in so slow, Jolie? Dang. Cool, cool.
Yes?
Couple Dark Jedi. Just a little harrowing, not too bad. Let's go north. Let's make sure I did that right. It's the second place I can't get through. Flow control room. Ooh, there's a lot of people in here. HK is over there fighting off 4 of them all at once. Ooh, take that. Nice, 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 nice. No problems. Water pump analysis. Place. In regards to the system in place to cycle water from oceans to thermal heaters, what were you thinking? What made you put that airlock mechanism on the only other path to the north side of the base? Now everyone has to know how to cycle the water out of the one room and into the adjoining one for each of 3 rooms within sequence without accidentally flooding the room they're already in. We've lost 7 troopers just this week. Next time I'm there, you better show me how to do it properly. I can't afford to lose any of my aides while trying to get to the Salcath. Sorry, sir, but we had to change the pump mechanism since one of those fish people swam into one of the intakes outside. The external flow controls push water into the chambers north and south only now. The flow controls the other side switches the water between sides east and west. The trick is to push the water to the north and south extremes. Oh, Jesus. The trick now is to push the water to the north and south extremes, then switch the water east-west and walk through. The meters by the flow panel show if there's water in the adjacent room. We've also installed life form detector sensors, so there shouldn't be any more problems. We're trying to get the system bypassed. Salcath authorities and our base have made this much more difficult. Okay, geez. That's a lot of exposition, let's say. sounds like water has been transferred to an adjoining pressure. Does that mean in here? Oh no, okay. So that blue means it's full. So we want to transfer the water out of here. And I guess.
Warning. Activating flow control may flood occupied chamber.
Okay. Let's not do that. I thought that was going to do the other one on the other side of this wall.
Warning.
We'll flood this chamber. Can't do that because that one's filled with that.
Warning. 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 Water transfer proceeding.
Okay. I'm not entirely sure how this is working even after reading that. This control panel is
Warning.
malfunctioning.
Activating flow control may.
Okay.
Warning.
We'll flood this chamber. This is not very clear how this is working. And honestly, the two of you are annoying me a bit with how closely you're following me. We haven't really used solo mode. Okay, so this one...
Warning.
So the ones in the middle switch whether this room or this room is flooded? So if I hit this, it's gonna tell me... Well, why did that flood that one over there? That data pad had too much going on in it.
Warning. Warning.
See, and that's flooding. Why is this one flooding this room? This one's clear, this one's clear, this one's not clear.
Warning. Activating flow control may.
Okay. So that should get me through. Okay. Well. That'll show you. Just randomly hit on things and eventually it'll work. Oh, I'm still in solo mode though.
Ready. Sure.
And I'm frozen.
Ready.
Nope. God damn it.
Ready.
Why are you not both coming out? About to die. Now we have to fail to do any damage here. Come on, hit him. Why are you... I don't understand what is going on here. It does kind of bug me just how completely ineffective. Let's hit him with... Let's grab fear. They're not doing like any damage at all to these guys. Go ahead and load. We messed that up by not turning solo mode off. Come on out. It's okay.
You need? Sure.
Ready.
And you need? Sure.
Let's try this again. That works that time. Although HK-47 has seen better days.
No problem. Got it.
Whew.
No problem.
There was a mine there, apparently. That was too high level for me to be able to see. Guess we're starting to get to that point.
Ready.
Yes?
Yes?
Ready.
Let's actually... Nope, no, okay, never mind. I thought maybe one of those might help with awareness. Nope, that's the best we got for awareness.
And you need?
What?
Make sure to save the game again. We are not seeing the mines in here. So we're just gonna have to deal with the repercussions, I guess. That's what I was trying to... God damn it, I hate you. Oh my gosh, let me move or do something. Okay, Jesus.
Acknowledgement!
You hack this. Okay, view the East Barracks. There's still some people in there. Let's disable that force field. We'll handle those. Computer room, that's where we are. Reception, that's where we came in more or less. Training room. Hello, there's a cell cath in there. Steam control room. Deactivate steam vents. Yay! Now we should be able to get through that over there. Disassembly room, yeah, we've already been there. Okay.
Yes?
Okay. So now we can go back. Oh, there's a lot to this base. We seemingly did most of their level design, or most of their combat, I should say, in this area. What are you doing, HK? Why did you decide you had to be in his face to do this? Oh my gosh. The confined quarters of this area are not really doing too well with the AI. With the companion AI. Okay, no remains. And then on the other side of this door there were 2 security droids. Nothing else, but him with destroyed droid, the other guy with destroyed droid. Help him finish this guy off. See, that destroyed droid really helps. It's knowing we can just basically knock them out.
What?
And take them out on at our leisure. Gravity generator.
Ready.
Sure.
Let's see. Selkath Apprentice. Ah! Why did you start shooting me? I was just trying to talk. So this must be where the Selkath are then. See, let's go back towards this back room here. Oh my gosh. Pathing AI here is having such a hard time. geez, how far back does this go?
How did you get in here? Wait, I recognize you. Lord Malak was most displeased when he learned you had escaped Terrace alive. He has promised a great reward to whoever destroys you.
Well, let me guess. You intend to collect this reward, right?
Give us the honor of aiding you in destroying this enemy of the Sith.
See? What did I tell you?
As you wish, my eager apprentices. We shall remove this thorn from Malak's side once and for all.
Boom. That. See if we can hit him with a whirlwind here. Yeah. Boom, and then I leveled up. Interesting, I'm having to kill so many Selkath to get in here. Dark Jedi Master Robe. Jolie? Only... Oh, you have a Jedi Master, huh? I didn't even realize that was a Master. Whatever.
Sure.
Congratulations, now you got the Dark Jedi Master. Ready! Oh! Jeez, okay. Hold on, don't go charging in there.
Yes?
Speaking of dealing with the consequences. Personal notes of the Jedi Master in charge of Sith base Manon. It seems the Sith have been trying to turn impressionable young Selkath over to the dark side. After reading the lengthy progress reports, it seems the final plan was to use these to overthrow the government and install puppet governments that the Sith would dominate. Strength. Big thing here is I need repair up to 14. In order to make the best use. Restricted by armor. Fear, horror, insanity. Those seem to work reasonably well against people. The fear did when we tried using it briefly. So we'll bulk it up, see if I can't do some good. And then let's start breaking into these rooms. Should we sound the alarm, Shasa? Hey, we're looking for Shasa. Wait, we cannot afford to be running to the Masters for help. We can handle this on our own. Perhaps this is a test. Shalis has me investigating the appearance of young Selkath. I told you your father would get suspicious. He always hated the Sith. He's blinded by his prejudice, teaching us mastery of the Force. Bring strength to Magnan or the Selkath people. Sith are evil, what they told you was a lie. Republic propaganda. Victims. Sith are victims of lies and half-truths. They are not monsters, at least not any more than the Republic. Promise to guide us in use of the Force as a sign of good faith, and once the Republic is defeated, the Sith have promised to withdraw from Manan. Yeah, yeah, right. If the Republic is defeated, the Sith will enslave your planet. Stop lying to us. You speak as if we were prisoners, but we can leave whenever we wish. Our friend Gallus chose to leave, and he was returned safely to his home in Auto City. Terrace is nothing but a Republic lie. If the Sith are monsters, then prove it. Well, here's a datapad. The Master's own datapad. Look, they're speaking the truth. The Sith are truly as evil as you've claimed. That was easy. There's no, like, questioning if it could be a fake or anything.
Just be careful with those gifts you've already learned. Beware the dark side, or you may end up betraying your world regardless.
HK-47 hasn't had a whole lot to say about this planet. Jolie chimes in every once in a while, but HK-47 hasn't said a damn thing, I don't believe. Oh! Some sort of token. Personal token. Perhaps Selkath would recognize it. So that's the Selkath that they told Sasha would be going. Okay, let's go back over to where the steam room was. We seem to have found out a lot about Sith operations on this planet by destroying their operations on this planet. Shassa. We found out what the Sith are up to. We found out we found the bot. We found out why they were abducting Selkath youth. Look at this. Want to save just in case, like, the steam vents can turn back on or something. Oh, this is just another way into the base, I think. I could have come in this direction. That's all this was? Okay. Well, time to leave. Can I leave from whence I came in? I came in over here. Or do I have to go back out the front? We shall find out. Damn, okay. I have to go out the front entrance. Seems like kind of a bad idea. But I guess I don't have an option. Hello, don't mind us. You're placed under the arrest of the Auto City Civil Council Authority. What's it? What? Why? The embassy is considered, though the Sith embassy is considered sovereign territory, we have been monitoring an alarming number of weapon discharges and detonations from within the base. Inquiries to the staff yielded no response. It would seem that contact had been cut. Cameras recorded you entering the base shortly before contact was lost and fighting had begun. It is the conclusion of the authority that you are responsible for the disturbance, and you are hereby placed under arrest. You'll come with us to await your trial. The individuals who accompany you will be detained at your vessel, and the vessel will be prohibited from leaving. We'll leave now. Do not attempt to resist, or we shall resort to overwhelming force. Well, that sucks. I didn't kill anybody that didn't need killing. Bois lost my arbiter. Well, I mean, I'll ask about arbiter, but we kind of already know a little bit about that. Okay, yeah, he's my lawyer. What have I been charged with? Initiating violence within the Sith embassy, murdering members of the ambassador of the Sith, and disregarding laws regarding violence in Auto City. How'll you get me free? He's gonna ask me a few questions regarding the events that led up to your arrest. You've already been given all relevant data on you and your companions, so that can be disregarded. For what reasons did you enter the Sith embassy? I had authorization. Perhaps the judges will be more sympathetic to your view. I'm on a mission to stop them from taking over the galaxy. At war with the Republic, you make it a personal mission to foil, but the authorities take a dim view of taking place here. A more thorough explanation. Don't you need to ask more questions? That's all he needs. He doesn't need, well... yeah, how can you expect to defend me without getting more information? It's straightforward. It should be obvious to the judges what has transpired. I think I'd rather represent myself, buddy, if you're not gonna, like, hear my side of the story. Well, that's right. I strongly recommend against it. I'm versed in all the necessary particulars of this case and Selkath law. You would do well to heed my advice. No, I'm gonna represent myself, buddy. I shall leave your demise up to you. You see... While your high standing among the off-worlders may bring you some leniency from them, being a swoop racer brings you no credit here. Stand accused of grievous murder of many Sith and extensive property damage at their embassy here. How do you plead? Not guilty? Presiding are judges Shelkar, Josha, Nala Shakan, Kota, Dula. Chose determined to... Given the severity of this trial, we can dispense with normal formalities and proceed. You've pleaded not guilty, yet there are reports of weapons, fire, and detonations within the Sith embassy. You're seen entering and leaving the embassy. The Sith have not conferred with the authorities about this matter, but from all evidence, it would seem that you are the source of the disturbance. What's your explanation? I was investigating the disappearances of young Selkath. You believe the Sith had something to do with those? Off-worlder's probably been listening to Shaelas and his rumor-mongering. Most likely, do you have any proof to back up your assumption, human? Have the Sith been implicated? I found a token on a dead Selkath inside the Sith base. That is from Gallus, one of the youths who went missing. You found it in their embassy? Sith have been taking them. The court will adjourn for a brief period to verify the evidence and discuss its importance. We have verified that it is from Gallus, indicating the complicity of the Sith in the appearance of our young. In gratitude for having discovered the same offense, all charges against you regarding this incident will be dropped. Pinning a suitable penalty against the Sith at our embassy is considered off-limits to all ATO security personnel. No calls or incidents from their base will be attended until this matter is dealt with, as they are no longer subject to the protections of Selkath law. You've been found innocent. Trial is now over. Okay, I didn't even get to talk about like what their actual plan was or anything. You're like, okay, they're killing people. Okay.
They say everyone on the... If it weren't...
Okay. That was simple. Okay, so now what we're gonna do... We're gonna take off and go... Actually, hold on. No. No. It's getting kind of late. Where was it? It was on Dantooine. Let's see. We have this side mission to kill this guy. I probably should have stopped by the Republic office and give them back their information as well. Let's leave this episode off with me going to get this guy. This little route. We'll take Juhani with us and hope we can trigger her next thing, but I actually don't think we can trigger it here on Dantooine. But we will, like I said, we'll go see if we can find this, this person we're supposed to kill for the Jino Harridan, or whatever they were called. And then we'll call it quits. And then when we come back next way, we'll get Sunry off of his hit list. We'll have to go back to the Republic and turn in their junk.
Thank you for
Okay, that's what I thought. Let's take another look at what he's got. Cassus Fett's bottle armor. Seems like it might be pretty good. But it's also bulky and purple. And then this says he's at one of these people's estates. But yeah, so while we're waiting on this, I want to thank everybody for tuning in. If you're watching me on Twitch, then head over to YouTube. I'm archiving old episodes, and I'm also doing Let's Plays, separate Let's Plays over there. Just look for NegPrimer over on YouTube. And also look for NegPrimer on Twitch. If you're watching this on YouTube, you can sign up to follow me, and you should get notifications whenever I go live. I'm doing this on a semi-regular basis, almost every night. Is this his speeder? Here's his speeder. I'm doing streaming on almost a nightly basis at this point. Not quite nightly, but like 5 times a week, let's call it. And usually at like 7, sometime between 7 to 9 p.m. Western. I don't have a specific schedule. Zulon is nowhere in sight. Set a mine on the speeder. And then we'll set the alarm. So we set a mine and now we're gonna hide. So we're just straight up like murdering this guy. But that's okay, he's a slaver. Dark side points. We're not quite purely good. So I guess I won't do a 100% good. I'll try to get 100% light side still, but that's part of the reason I want to do these now, is so when I go do everything else, I benefit more from their good side points. But alright, I think that's a good place to end the episode. Like I said, thanks for watching. Check out YouTube, check out Twitch, and I will see you on the next episode.